Cybersecurity. Unit 2. Malware and its types. Learning outcomes. Understand the different types of malware, discuss the risks posed by malware, identify the sources of malware and implement safeguards. What is malware? Malicious software, typically referred to as malware, affects an incalculable number of computers and electronic devices worldwide. Malware is created and distributed for a variety of illicit purposes, which include bypassing access controls, stealing data, compromising key computer functions, and generally causing harm to the device affected. The term malware refers to an extensive variety of programs that are designed with wholly malicious intent. The most common types of malware that affect computers worldwide include adware, bots, bugs, rootkits, spyware, Trojan horses, viruses, and worms. Bots. A bot is a software program used to automate certain computer operations with no specific malice intended, and can be used to gain the upper hand in internet auctions, contests carried out online, and when playing video games. However, more hackers and cyber criminals than ever before are using bots to carry out attacks. They can be used to orchestrate DDoS attacks, to scrape server data, to distribute other types of malware, and to spread spam content. The most common safeguard online businesses use against bots is the CAPTCHA, a simple test that verifies the user is a human. Bugs. The term bug is extremely broad, used in reference to any kind of flaw that could lead to an undesirable outcome. The vast majority of bugs occur entirely due to human error, existing as issues and oversights in the coding of a website or program. Bugs can only be prevented through elevated quality control and developer excellence. Viruses and worms. Computer viruses and worms have been around for decades, though have become more prevalent and dangerous over recent years. The term virus applies when a computer or device is infected with malicious executable software, which when run has the potential to inflict serious harm. A worm is a program designed to transmit itself over a network to infect other computers. Or to put it another way, user intervention is required for a virus to spread, whereas a worm spreads itself automatically. Trojans. Trojan horses have also become particularly prevalent over recent years. Typically referred to simply as Trojans, this is a form of malware that effectively disguises itself as something innocent. You download a seemingly legitimate piece of software, you run the executable, and the program installs as expected. Trojans can be used to gain unauthorized access to computers and networks, allowing hackers to carry out a variety of actions undetected. Rootkits. Originally, a rootkit was a set of tools installed by a human attacker on a Unix system, allowing the attacker to gain administrator root access. Today, the term rootkit is used more generally for concealment routines in a malicious program. This concealment is made possible using rootkits, which enable the malware or the hacker to alter the operating system of the host device to keep it hidden from view. This means you won't see the illicit program being run when viewing the list of current processes on your computer. Backdoors. The creation of a backdoor provides the hacker with access to a secure system, without having to go through the usual authentication procedures. Should a system be compromised with any form of malware, any number of backdoors could be created and used at any time in the future. Once again, backdoors are usually established silently in the background, giving no indication of what's happening until the damage has been done. Spyware. Perhaps the most common form of malware affecting computers worldwide today. Spyware is installed on machines to collect information about the user and their activities. Tracking software such as this is classified as spyware when it is installed on a computer and used to gather information without the knowledge or authorization of the user. Spyware is capable of collecting a wide variety of personal information, ranging from general internet browsing activities to purchase preferences and more. The debate regarding spyware and its regulation continues to rage. particularly with regard to the use of cookies by most websites and online businesses. Each time you accept a cookie when accessing the website for the first time, you effectively allow a piece of spyware to be installed on your computer. Only in this instance, you give your express permission for the company or website in question to collect information on your preferences and browsing habits. Loggers. Keylogging software is particularly worrying in that it is able to accurately track, log and store each and every key you press. Hackers typically use keylogging software to steal victims' personal and financial information, though may also monitor everything from emails to search terms entered into portals like Google. The sophistication of keylogging software has evolved significantly over recent years, as has the capacity for hackers to track key presses silently and without detection. Adware. Advertising-supported software. Adware refers to any kind of software that automatically launches or downloads marketing or advertising content to a computer. The most common example of which being a pop-up which appears when a program is launched. The most basic form of adware is technically harmless, but it is nonetheless possible for adware to come loaded with other types of malicious software, such as a keylogger. Malware symptoms. As already touched upon, it can be difficult to detect the signs and symptoms of malware before the damage has been done. The various types of malware have the potential to affect computers in a variety of different ways, some more severe than others. However, the vast majority of computers infected with one or more forms of malware may display the following signs of infection: increased CPU usage, slow processing or web browser speed, problems connecting to networks, freezing or crashing, modified or deleted files, appearance of strange files, programs or desktop icons, programs running, turning off or reconfiguring themselves. Malware will often reconfigure or turn off antivirus and firewall programs. Unusual computer behavior. Emails or messages being sent automatically and without users' knowledge. A friend receives a strange email from you that you did not send. Spam. The term spam initially referred to the process of sending mass volumes of unsolicited messages, typically of no value, use or relevance to the recipient. Today, anything considered garbage on the web as a whole may be referred to as spam. Vandals. The term vandal refers to a software package designed for no other reason than to damage or destroy a computer system, either in part or in full. Vandals have been designed to exploit inherent security weaknesses in software applications such as ActiveX and Java applets. Attacks. There are three general classifications of network attacks: reconnaissance attacks, access attacks, and denial of service (DoS) attacks. Reconnaissance attacks. A reconnaissance attack occurs when a hacker interacts with a remote computer system to assess its weaknesses and establish any potential vulnerabilities. Ethical hackers engage in active and passive reconnaissance activities in order to help websites and online businesses identify gaps in their defenses before falling victim to more conventional hackers. Access attacks. There are four types of access attacks: password attacks, trust exploitation, port redirection, and man-in-the-middle attacks. Network attacks occur when the perpetrator uses a packet sniffer tool to gain access to users' login credentials without their authorization. A trust exploitation attack refers to a hack that takes place via a trusted host. The hacker may not be able to gain access to one computer system or network, but can nonetheless hack into an external system outside the firewall that is a trusted host. If they gain access to the trusted host, they gain access to the primary system. Data interception. The term data interception refers to the unauthorized interception of any type of data being transmitted online. Hackers routinely eavesdrop on communications for personal gain, though may go so far as to modify the data packets being transmitted. Data interception enables the perpetrators to access a wide variety of information without the authorization of those transmitting or receiving it. Social engineering. Another increasingly common threat to contemporary IT systems, social engineering is a form of hacking that requires no technical expertise whatsoever. In a working example, a social hacker could pretend to be a member of an IT support team in order to request privileged password information from an unsuspecting employee. Alternatively, a social hacker could simply bribe someone to provide them with login credentials in exchange for money. Summary. Having completed this unit, you have learned the following: that there are various different types of malware, each posing a different kind of threat and calling for different levels of protection. The most common signs and symptoms of malware infection, along with how to respond to a suspected malware attack. An overview reasons why malware attacks are carried out, along with those responsible and their motivations.